What's good, YouTube? Well, and welcome to Shiloh Summit. For today, we're gonna be doing something a little different. I've been, just been seeing everything going on with this whole Keke Palmer, Usher, and her boyfriend situation going on, and I just wanted to kind of give just my. This is gonna be just my take, just starting off. This is just my opinion, my take, and my advice as far as just the situation and people who may relate to it. I noticed a lot of females, what I'm saying, were relating to it and had a lot to say about it. So just in terms of potential relationships they might be in or stuff like that, and misconstruing like ideas and stuff going on between, I'm saying, the male side and the female side of what's going on. So to start with, I just want to start by saying this. First thing I would say is, if you're in a relationship, regardless of what's going on, the situation, how it's being handled, what's being argued about, what's being just debated, never go to the internet. That's the first thing. Like, that's a rule that stands even when you're not famous. You feel me? Like, just between you and your significant other, especially when you got your friends, you got your families on your social medias, you don't do that. Y'all talk in the privacy of the home, especially if y'all live together. Like, what I'm saying? That's kind of childish when we get to the point where y'all so focused on not speaking to each other, but you're going to sub and talk about stuff on social media and argue on social media where everyone else can have their nose in your business. That's the first thing I would say off the bat, right? Now, let's go into the actual situation. First of all, I just want to say, Usher, you are a menace, bro. But look, the one thing I want to say, her boyfriend's name is Darius, I believe, right? I'm talking to y'all like y'all can hear me. Darius, for instance, right? One thing I will give him is this, just on the just off the bat. He didn't really blame Usher, and I give him props for that. For now, some women may agree with that, some women may not agree with that. Let me break down the reason why I am glad that he's not blaming Usher, because it takes a certain maturity of a man to realize, okay, now I could do the basic route and be mad at this random dude, or it's not random dude, it's Usher in this case, but let's say it wasn't Usher, it was a random dude, right? I could be mad at bro for how things went down, but at the end of the day, my significant other, my girl in the situation, did what she did regardless of who's right and who's wrong. She did what she did, and me and her got to have that conversation. We got to handle that based off of what happened and handle the discretions that come to follow that. But that has nothing to do with rubber. So I'm saying the kind of more immature route he could have just went going ham at, he could have been going hard on Usher, like, what I'm saying, just going off on Usher. Why? It's Usher. 99% will be in the same situation as Usher. You know what I'm saying? You're a menace for serenading her though, Usher. But you know what I'm saying? You Usher, bro. Do what you do. It's just, if she came to the concert, it's fair game, right? So, but in terms of now going back into the situation with Ashley, Keke, and Darius, and let's forget who's right and who's wrong for one, right? Let's get more into the discretion to what exactly happened, right? So she went out to this concert. Darius is saying his problem wasn't even with the way that she was dancing all up on Usher, because what I'm saying, like I said, she went to the concert. You knew she was going to the concert, I'm guessing. So his whole thing was just, I think, I'm gonna be real, bro. You Darius, you was kind of upset the way that Usher and her was all close up dancing on each other, low key grinding and stuff. You was mad about that, bro. So like, but the way he went about it was all wrong for one. And then he said that it wasn't the dancing that his problem; it was the outfit she was wearing. I don't really feel like that's true. First of all, just to start, but let's go with that. What I'm saying, narrative that it was the outfit she's wearing. So if it's the outfit she's wearing, you went to the internet with that, which set yourself up for failure from the jump. All you had to do was y'all have a conversation about it in the privacy of your home. Hey, I don't really like what you have wearing when you went out that night with the Usher thing and everything. I'm saying, you represent me with the whole thing, and I'm saying, you're a mother now. I'm saying, so I'm saying, we might have to, I'm saying, watch that a little bit more. Whatever. She's probably not going to agree with that in the first place, but you'll have a discussion about it in the privacy of your home, and then there's whatever happens from that, arguments or whatever happens after that in terms of new events and what going on. She still does it and he's not agreeing with it. They can have that discussion and argue about it in the privacy of their home. But bro went to the internet. I don't know what he was trying to prove to that. I think he wanted the internet to be sympathetic at him and be like, oh yeah, that's wrong, she has a dude, yada yada yada. But like I said though, he can't even admit to himself that the problem is that he didn't like the way that she was interacting with Usher. Your problem is, you said, the way she's dressed. Now other females feel attacked because they can be sympathetic to Keke's situation. They be like, yeah, one, it's their body. Two, plenty of girls with dudes go outside and have fun, and I'm saying, they can be out with their friends and doing whatever. They're gonna wear what they're gonna wear at the end of the day. That's another thing too. Let's take a little hiatus right there. Dudes, really, if you really, I'm saying, if she mess with you and she respects you, she'll move accordingly. You shouldn't really, if you gotta if that's, and then another thing too, if she was dressed in that way when you met her, you know what I'm saying? You can't really be mad at her for continuing that energy. It seems it's weird. That's one thing with us males. We gotta stop doing this. You gotta pay attention to the traits of the woman all through and through in terms of the outfit she wearing and all that. Because a lot of times them outfits that she's wearing that you criticizing her about, that's what turned you on and made you want to talk to her in the first place. So if that's what you're attracted to and that's what she's doing, then you can't take the backslide on the back end and then be like, hey, you know what I'm saying? I don't like the way you're wearing. You need to change that. Nah, you was mad because you didn't like the way she was all up on Usher. But I'm saying be a man about it. If that's what the real problem with is, then again, address it in the privacy of your home together and be like, hey, when you out, now I'm saying people know that we're in a relationship, so you representing me as well. So I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna have your fun, you're gonna do what you're gonna do at the end of the day. But you know what I'm saying, just if you really respect me and love me the way you saying you do, you know what I'm saying, just show me that respect and then just watch a little bit of what you're doing to the point where it's like, okay, now you making brother look crazy. So let me just tone it down a little bit. You know what I'm saying? He's like, so it's like have your fun, but just, you know what I'm saying, keep respect and have me in your sights as well when you are doing what you're gonna do, because I'm, you know what I'm saying, the opposites. And I saw another thing too, a lot of the females were saying on another note that he can't even really be mad if it was a case where it was what she was doing with Usher, because I guess they took back some old footage. I guess bruh. I don't even know if that's the same dude, but they were saying something about him on stage with another female. I think it was he was at a Janet Jackson concert back in the day or something. Something happened, and it was like they're saying that's the equivalent to that. Now, what I will say about that is, even if that is true, that was way before they were in a relationship. We're talking about in terms of being in a relationship and then the ins and outs of operating with, you know what I'm saying, famous people bringing you up on stage and famous people initiating stuff. What was you doing in that situation, the scenario? And then are you really wrong for letting it happen? So it's like more so, that's really what it is, though. He was mad because she was up on stage, Usher, you know what I'm saying, grinding up on. He didn't like he's a man. He didn't like his lady all up on there, you know what I'm saying? Especially with Usher, bro. Like, he felt like Tom in that episode of Boondocks. You feel me? Like, Usher was about to, you know what I'm saying? Got his John taken by Usher. Like, it's crazy out here. So, that's really what it is. Brother was mad because of the fact that she was up there with Usher. And it's like, as a man, you have to admit that. Men have a tendency to be jealous. Okay, so you got to work on that. Cool. Address that in the privacy of your home. Again, I'm going to keep stressing that this whole video. That's the key here, is privacy of your own home. This could have took a whole nother turn, and it probably wouldn't even have been this big of a deal if he would have addressed this in his home and told her what he didn't like. And even if it really was the outfit, that only the outfit, you know what I'm saying, addressed it in the home, and then if she went to the media, it would have been on her and her alone, just been like, she's like, oh, you know, she would have been like something like, no, niggas too controlling, or, you know what I'm saying, they want to control everything you do, the moves you make, all that stuff. And then, you know what I'm saying, people would still be kind of have hints to what's going on, but it would have looked way better for Bruh if he would have just handled this without the internet getting involved. And I don't even understand what you thought was going to happen, bro. She's a celebrity. You're just a dude she's dating. No offense, you know what I'm saying, but I'm just saying, like, you know what I'm saying? What did he think was gonna happen? Like, you just wanted the whole internet just to sympathize with you and be like, yeah, she's wrong, and you know what I'm saying, she shouldn't have been up there with Usher. Okay, cool. At least admit that that's the problem. Again, you keep outfits. Now you feel it. Now you done attack pretty much every girl in the world can relate to Keke now. It's just like, yo, you wilding for one. And they're like, who are you to tell another female what she's gonna wear? And that's what I'm saying though too, is you can't. So all you dudes, that's my advice on that part too. All you dudes, males in relationships, and you kind of controlling, or you just feel like they call you controlling because you don't want your girlfriend wearing this, that, third, whatever. Like I said, if she was wearing that before she met you, especially, bro, deal with it. You knew what you were signing. You signed up for that if she was wearing it before. Now, if she wasn't wearing it before and she still is after, at the end of the day, all you can do in the privacy between y'all in person, face to face, because we're adults, right? Face to face, is you can say, look, I don't really feel comfortable with you wearing that. You know what I'm saying? And especially you going out, people know that we together and stuff. So, you know what I'm saying? It's a representation of me as well. So if you could just cater to that a little bit in terms of your outfit selection, I would appreciate that majorly. But if at the end of the day, a woman gonna do what a woman gonna do, it's her body. So there's nothing really you can do about it. All you can do is really express how you feel about it. And if she respects you and she cares about you on this website, she may take it into consideration and maybe tone it down a little bit. But at the end of the day, she's gonna wear what she's gonna wear. That's the honest truth of it. There's nothing you can do about it. And there shouldn't be nothing you can do about it, because like again, that's her body. It's she's gonna do what she's gonna do. The world's gonna keep spinning. You know what I'm saying, time's not gonna stop for that. It's gonna keep rolling. Things are gonna keep going. She's gonna do what she's gonna do. So I don't really understand what's the whole point of that. Never got that whole controlling what the woman wears and all that and everything. And especially, bro, like it's hot girl summer, bro. They gonna do what they gonna do, bro. Admit it, deal with it, grow, learn from it, and move on. Like, and then if that's really the situation with this, and it's a not even a miscommunication problem, but there's just two different opinions as to what the relationship's supposed to look like, then maybe they need to reconsider their relationship, obviously, because it's just like y'all not on the same page at all with that issue. So, and then if you can't have a conversation and sit down like grown people and talk without the internet being involved, and that's another sign probably, and that's 2 out of 3. That's 2 red flags. You know what I'm saying? Just cut the whole thing off. Y'all move on. Y'all find more respectable partners. You know what I'm saying? Keke probably go with Usher or something. I don't know what's going. But you feel me though? So that's kind of my advice as far as to take what this whole situation goes. It's just communication in person. We all adults. Let's be adults. You feel me? We can talk in person and have a conversation. If you can't do that with your significant other, then that's not really your significant other. You're not comfortable and you're not mature enough yet to even be in that relationship because y'all, whether it's maturity or y'all just aren't comfortable with getting that vulnerable and expressing how you really feel to your partner, then that's not really your partner. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, that's not really what you're about. So if you can't communicate and say what's really bothering you and why you want to do like this without going to the internet and trying to get a million people involved, then you're not really ready to be in that relationship. There's something going on there that shouldn't be happening. Now, in terms of the whole Keke and Usher thing, you know what I'm saying? It's Usher. That's a superstar. There's always going to be superstars, and women are going to, especially if that's one of their favorite persons. Keke been listening to Usher way before she ever even thought of dude. So we all were listening to Usher. You feel me? So it's like, when it comes down to that, bro, you might not like it, but you gonna deal with it and y'all gonna talk about it and work it out. Or if that's not the type of female you want to be with, then just don't be with her. But you know what I'm saying? You got a kid, right? So you gotta make it work. You feel me? But in terms of y'all actively being together and operating and stuff, there's a lot of stuff that needs to be handled in terms of just communication. But that's what it seems like. It seems like this is all just kind of communication in terms of communication problems, in terms of being able to actually communicate what's really the problem instead of just, he just threw a bone. Like he was just like, yeah, you a mother though. Like he was upset. He said, you a mother though. That's the first thing that came to his mind. He was being petty and it backfired completely. I heard they say he took down the tweets, right? Because he was getting so much backlash from it. That's what happens when you're just being petty and you rush to the internet to your problem instead of being, you know what I'm saying? You got to be a grown man and you got to go talk to your significant other and be like, hey, I didn't like the way that you was moving with this, or I didn't like how you was dressed with this. Let's talk about it. That's all you can do is present your problem, because at the end of the day, again, they're going to do what they're going to do and you got to deal with that. And if you don't like those, that's why when you're first getting to know a person, you have to watch the signs of how they move, because when you agree to be with them, you agree to those habits. Now, both of y'all have work to do. Obviously, we're always going to be humans. There's always stuff we're going to improve on. So there's always going to be something to talk about, something to grow on. But in terms of when you accept to be in that relationship, you're accepting how that person moves in terms of their day-to-day and the way that they represent themselves. And now they're going to be representing you as you guys are in a relationship. So, you know what I'm saying? Bro can really only be mad at himself if you really want to be honest with it, because that's the female that you signed up to be in a relationship with. And you know what I'm saying? And if you can't even really talk to her about nothing, then maybe y'all don't need to be on that time. If y'all even, I don't even know if they together now anymore, but you feel me? But this is just in terms of for anyone in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? If you can't communicate without the internet being involved, and even if it may, look, and another thing too, maybe it don't even be the internet. You can't get through an argument or discussion with your significant other without your friends, your family member, everyone being involved and having their opinions on the stuff. That's not a healthy relationship. That means y'all are too immature or just aren't comfortable with each other to talk. You got to have this person and this person. See, they said I'm right. They said I'm right. No. But Ray Ray agrees with me. And then she going to be like, well, Chantel said I'm right. So it's just like, okay, cool. But what does that have to do with fixing y'all situation and growing and, you know what I'm saying? Just healthy relationship stuff. So it's sad that we had to, it's actually sad that we had to be a part of that and kind of have more clarity on the situation than them on that point. You feel me? And with that, it's just, let's just be professional, be adults, and handle our business without the internet. Internet, especially you got to use celebrity or you with a celebrity, it's supposed to be just for pictures and celebrations and just, you know, little updates in the life and all that stuff. Keep it there. Keep it there. That's probably the main point I got for this video. Just keep it there. Keep y'all relationship and stuff to yourselves. Work it out. Be adults. Talk about it. You know what I'm saying? If you can't talk about it, you don't feel comfortable, you're with the wrong person. I'm probably gonna end that video right there. I appreciate you if you stay till the end of this video. This is a new channel where I just pretty much talk about advice and give life lessons and just kind of stuff relating to what I've been through, just help people grow and reach that. That's why I call it Shallow Summit. Reach that summit and just become a better person overall. So I appreciate you, and please remember to like, comment, and subscribe once again. I'm out. Peace.